welcome back to another video. My name's Elite, you guys are here and this is my channel. Welcome back to those who have seen my videos before, and hi to new people on my channel. So, okay, you're going to be like, oh Elliot, why are you underneath your blanket? And Elliot, why are you holding a pillow? And Elliot, why are you in your pyjamas? I have an answer for all them questions. And that involves this video, so let's get started. Yeah, so in this video today I'm going to be doing a story time. Yes, I know, like everyone else does them, but I really have some pretty good stories that I want to share with you guys. So I'm going to tell you guys one story today about when I was in primary school. So I was in primary school, year 6, and I had this teacher. She was not nice. She was like literally like one of the nastiest teachers I've ever met. She was so rude. And she was just like, she told everyone off for like doing nothing, and it was just like ridiculous. I hated her, so did my mum. And she was like saying that my work wasn't good enough and that I had to do it again because it was all scruffy and my handwriting wasn't good enough. And actually, in our school, you know how like, in our school we had like this red thing. It was about this long, about this thick, and basically you had to collect 10 stars and you got to have like a pen, like a because you had to write in pencil, and then if you collected 10 stars for like good handwriting, then you got a pen, and then you got another one of them, and then if you collected 10 more stars, then you got a fountain pen. And yeah, it's just like to improve our handwriting and all that. And yeah, so I had my pen, so my handwriting was pretty good, and I was halfway through getting my fountain pen, and I only got these in year 4. Like, I'd been pretty bad since like year 4 to year 6. Yeah. And I was like I like to say rebellious, but like I wasn't really that rebellious, but I was just like really like backchatty and all that. And I started backchatting my teacher because she was like, oh, well, you need to redo this. I'm just like, no, I don't, it's absolutely fine. And she was like getting really pissed off at me, and I was just like, she literally was getting huff and puff. She was like, you need to do it. And I was just like, no, I don't. I didn't actually like say it like that. I was just like, no, I don't. It's like, it's fine. And she was like, kept going on about like that it was terrible handwriting, that I had to redo it, and oh, she's such an idiot. So then she got out her walkie-talkie, her black walkie-talkie, and she called for the principal to come down to our classroom. And then she called me out. The principal called me outside of the classroom so she could talk to me. And she said, she was like telling me off backchatting the teacher, and saying that if I ever did it again, then she'd suspend me from school, and that I shouldn't do it, and that I had to stay in her classroom for the rest of the day. And this was literally only like the second lesson, and I was allowed to get my snack and my lunch, and I had to eat it in her office. So I basically had to stay in her office for the rest of the day. And what was I going to say next? I'm blind mank. Wait, that didn't even make any sense. Blind mank. Mind blank, that's what I meant. Yeah, so, okay, now I remember. So, now once I was in her office, I was sitting there and I redid the work. I was really pissed off, so it didn't turn out as like well as it did the first time. And then she kept telling me off, and she was like proper getting all red. She was just like telling me off. She was like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. She was literally saying how much of a disgrace I am to her school. She'd only been there like a year. Like, she started at like the start of year 6, and because previously we had a head teacher, a boy head teacher called Mr. I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, there's another story about him, which is really ridiculous. Yeah, and he and the head teacher, the girl one, she kept telling me off. I kept telling her kept getting really angry and just like bashing my hands on the table and just being like, I didn't do anything. It was absolutely perfect. I was literally raising my voice like, ah! It was literally ridiculous. And then, she got to the bloody point. She pushed me over that line. Literally, the line. She pushed me over the line, to where I stood up and I whacked all of the papers off her desk. And then she started, like, shouting and trying to grab me. Well, she was, like, standing up trying to, like, stop me from doing it. And then I went round, because she had a big round, like, proper round table. And then she had, like, a shelf. So she had a round table here, and then she had a shelf, like, here. And then she had, like, her little desk, like, where you... So you got the door, like... So you have the door, like, here. And then as you go forward, there's, like, her desk, like, here. And then she's got, like, a load of files and cabinets, like, in the corner over there. And then she's got a big round table with loads of chairs. And then she's got, like, a cabinet here with, like, some stuff. And then she had, like, shelves behind the door with, like, stuff on and coat pegs and that. And I went round the table to, like, where she had all the files. And I pushed them all. And they all fell on the floor. Paper literally went everywhere. Like... She had so many stacks of paper on her desk. So I literally pushed it, and I pushed it, and literally I didn't smash everything, but like, everything was on the floor, like you couldn't even see the floor. And, what happened? Oh yeah, and then I sat back down. Oh wait, no, I sat back down, and then she had a massive go at me, like, she was saying like, oh, I'm going to call your mum, I'm going to take a picture and send it to her. She got really pissed off. And she had something inside of her head, but you'll see what I meant in a minute. And, like, yeah, so then she kept having a go at me saying, like, oh, I'm going to, like, basically threaten me, like, I'm going to take a picture of it, I'm going to send it to your mum, I'm going to have a go, I'm going to talk to you with your mum. I was like, oh, I don't care. And then she was really pissing me off. So I stood up, I literally grabbed her table and I pushed it. It didn't really, like... The rest of the papers fell on the floor. And, like, it was, like, on its side, like, literally on its side. And then, like, I started pushing all the chairs over. And then she called my mum. My mum came. I didn't even have to clear it up. So, like, bonus. So, yeah, so I didn't have to clear it up. My mum came. And she took pictures, like, because she cleared it up. She took pictures of it. And she cleared it up before my mum got there. And the principal showed my mum the pictures. And my mum was really annoyed with me. And never guess what happened. Never guess. I got, what's the word, excluded for the rest of the day and the next day. Like, basically, like, it was like a non-permanent exclusion, basically a suspension. And it was just like, oh, I literally hated the teacher. Yeah, so she gave me, like, a permanent exclusion for the rest of that day and the next day. My mum was really pissed off at me. Yeah, and then, like, when I came back, my teacher, the one that was being really rude to me and I backchatted, never guess what she said to the whole class. Never guess, I just said that. She said to the whole class that day when I was not there. Not the day that, like, not the day that it happened, like, the day after. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, so she said to the class, she said, oh, Aaliyah's not going to be in school today because she trashed the headmistress's office. Oh my god, that bitch. She really pissed me off. Like, literally, I wanted to fucking strangle her. My best friend at the time, she was like a goody two shoes. And, so she told me that Miss Holiday said that. And I asked this girl called Lodi what she said. And, yeah, and it was basically true. And My mum got really pissed off about this as well. I got really pissed off. And yeah, it's just not very nice. But to be fair, I shouldn't really trash the office, but that little bitch deserved it. She was really pissing me off. She kept calling me out. She was literally being really rude to me. Like, I was only year 6, so she couldn't really like swear at me. And it was just like, oh, go die in a hole, mate. Not literally. But like, at that time, she was really pissing me off. So, thank you guys for watching. This is going to be the end of my video. Make sure to check out my next story time, which will be, I don't know when it'll be. So yes, make sure you check that out. So, bye!